Sound production.
Good evening, gentlemen. It is your boy Sirius. Welcome to tonight's stream. This stream is pretty much out of nowhere. I didn't really plan on stream today, but I watched this podcast called the Whatever Podcast. You know, it's pretty much a copycat of Fresh and Fit. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. He mentioned a term called apex fallacy. And I didn't even know that was a term. And when I looked it up, it makes a lot of sense. In fact, we pretty much defined this term on multiple occasions. And I want to break it down for you guys today. It's going to be a pretty interesting stream today. I'm sure a majority of you guys will agree. But before we begin, unfortunately, the Great Ghost, he's going to be taking the day off. And he is prepping for his 2-3 live streams that are going to be happening this week. So you guys are pretty much stuck with me. Let me see who's in the chat. Too Fast, Too Furious. What's going on, man? Kono was good. Punitas. ZK Studios, what's going on? Of course, Cuban Speed. I can always expect him to be in the chat. Alex King, Sotunar, what's going on? I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's like a hello. But hey, what's going on, Sotunar? Shinobi One, may the warband protect. Hey, once again, even though that I'm not technically in the warband anymore, I will say that I'm pretty adjacent to them. You know, hey, I don't mind making content or talking on behalf of the warband. All right, because once again, there will be no Sirius without the warband. And I acknowledge that. There will be no Sirius without the warband. There will be no Sirius without Undead Chronic. Okay? So I definitely agree with you, Shinobi One. Gatekeeper says, "Ye shall be yeeted." Yes, I just wish that judges are able to say that shit. I think that it will make things way more funnier. Like instead of "I sentence you to death," it should be "Ye shall be yeeted." You know, I think it'll be more dramatic in my opinion. Let's keep going. I think I already. Yep, I already said you. David, he says, oh, ye this. Yes. Thank you very much for giving me an announcement. I appreciate it. Who else? For no reason, random question can skeletons. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I don't get it. Explain to me, please, so I can get it. Uh, One Bone for Life says new beat sounds good. It's not a new beat actually. This is literally the first beat I've used on my live stream. It's just that I've been using the other beat for the longest time since last year August. So I decided to bring it back. Bring it old school. On top of that, I don't have to worry about copyright. Jerry K, what's going on, man? IY fan, welcome back. What's good? He says Puniti. Yes. Puniti indeed. Did I already address Yeah. Father No, he says sup fellas. Yes. Everybody, welcome. Welcome to my stream. We're gonna be talking about some good shit today. All right. We ain't gonna talk about some stupid shit like Desperate Housewives or Keeping Up with the Kardashians. A waste of fucking time. Frost says at the gym, hey Frost, what are you working on, bro? What are you working on? Let me know. Upper body, lower body, full body. Uh Dr. Fourth Wall, what's going on, man? He says Yeetus. Have you heard of Caleb Leverett? He's a divorce court survivor. I spoke with him on a stream today and told him to check y'all out. No, I have not heard of him before, but if he actually wants to be a guest to give his experience, I'm all for it. More evidence, the better, in my opinion, especially if somebody that truly went through the process of getting dragged through the divorce and family courts. That's going to solidify our points even more. No matter how much society, especially modern women, try to deny it, there's countless men out there that says otherwise. So, yeah. Tell him to come check out the channel. Hell, I'll even invite him if he wants to join. 1776. What is good? What's good, bro? All right, let me see. For no reason, mean swim. I completely forgot about your chat. Let me go back up there. Random questions: can skeletons swim? No, because they don't have muscle. We'll just sink to the bottom. We'll just be a pile of bones. Uh, Father, no, we'll talk about that near the end of the stream. Frost says, upper body, yes. You gotta get the tricep, the biceps, the delts, the chest. If you want to work on abs, get that ab work going, forearms. I did cardio today. I'm going to be doing legs tomorrow. Good luck to me. Let me see who else. Super Turbo Death Shark, what's going on? He says, yeet. Yes, yeet indeed. The fish got nukes. Welcome back. He says, damn feminist. Sup, Yeetus? Well, I am sipping on some good stuff, and I had to do like 200 things today in order to get things done. So that was a busy day today, and now I'm like, you know what? Let me talk to the homies today about the apex fallacy, because I haven't heard about this term until today. So this will get interesting. You guys will know what it means, right? But now there's a term for it. All right, that's pretty much it. Okay. Oh, wait. Dr. Fourth Wall says, my sis says she watches Desperate Housewives. It's fucking pointless. It's nothing but drama, gossip, fighting, violence, crying, complaining, hormones. You get nothing of substance out of these shows. But unfortunately, a lot of women out there these days, they like that shit. August Line says, Yeet's gonna drop some knowledge. Oh, you got them right, I will. You got them right. All right. And before I begin, if you want to support your boy Sir Yeetus, there's a link on top of the chat, Cash App / Sir Yeetus, or you can super chat. Any donation is appreciated if you feel I'm worthy of your donation. Thank you very much. It's all up to you if you feel that my content is worthy of your investment. Let's go ahead and start with the first one. Let's go ahead and get through this boomer moment. And I found this on Apex Fallacy on Urban Dictionary, because this isn't like an official term to my knowledge. But let me go ahead and read it for you guys. In fact, let me see if I can expand it. Okay, here we go. What it says is apex fallacy, the assumption that because a few members of a group are powerful, therefore the rest of them must necessarily share that power too. Does that sound familiar, gentlemen? I'm gonna read it one more time. The assumption that because very few members of a group are powerful, therefore the rest of them must necessarily share that power too. Does that brings you to the typical mindset of a feminist with her assumptions of men? And I got plenty of videos to show you guys why. I got videos to show you. Like the apex fallacy, this is a logical fallacy. This can easily be applied in various aspects of society. But what we're trying to put this term in is dating, or just the assumption from these feminists about men. Because you guys already know there is. Yeah, I know I'm kind of regurgitating the same points over and over, but I gotta say it again, right? Just in case I got new viewers watching my channel. Majority of women are going for the small majority of men, right? So that means majority of women, they're going to have the experience with the top guys. And the top guys, they have an abundance of women to access. And you already know when it comes to modern women, they have this presumption that they're Cleopatra, they're Beyonce, they're Queen Elizabeth, they're more special and important since sliced bread. You know, they really have this ego that's through the fucking roof because of feminism and social media. So when these men are like, you know what? Yeah, I'll smash, but I ain't gonna put no ring on you. I ain't gonna give you a title. And I'm talking about the top 20% of men. Chad, Tyrone, Enrique, freaking Muhammad, whoever it is. The people who are top dogs. I mean, the men who are top dogs. They're like, why would I settle when I have all these women that I can choose from? Because women can't understand. Men wants quantity. Men wants quantity. Women wants quality. This is our biological imperative. Men wants quantity of women. Women wants the best quality of a man. So when these top dogs, whether they have the best genes and the best genetics, or they're the rich boys of the neighborhood, right? Making at least, let's say at least $15,000 to $20,000 a month, right? They're the top dogs. Why would he take you seriously when the rest of the women, I'm talking about model women in the West, why would he take you seriously as a model woman when there's 50 other model women that are younger, more attractive, more fertile, and willing to submit to his authority? Why would he take you, this strong and independent, I don't need a man, 30-year-old woman? Why would he take you seriously? He has the pick of the litter. Because once again, majority of women in this dating market are going for the small percentage of men. So when I say that, chat, I mean majority of women are not going to have a good experience with the top 20% of men. They're not going to have good experience. They're going to be smashed and dashed. Okay. They're going to get their cheeks clapped and ghosted. Because with these caliber of men, they already have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 women waiting in line. So, based on their experience dealing with Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, Ray, Gabriel, freaking Caleb, like these top percentage of guys, they're not going to give majority of women a good time. Because once again, only one woman is going to get the title of being his partner. Only one woman. What I mean by that is men, they're able to smash another girl, and that's just physical. Smashing another woman is like taking a piss to men. There's no emotional attachment. There's no, hey, where is it going to go from here? Especially with Chad and Tyrone. Smashing a woman is like taking a piss. Like it's no big deal to them. But there's always that one woman that they will look after as long as they want to look after her. So back to this. Majority of women are going to have a bad experience with these top 20% of men. And this is where the apex fallacy comes in. Because now, since they were only paying attention to Chad and Tyrone, Pookie and Ray, not only they were just paying attention to these guys and ignoring majority of men, right? Because we already know majority of men in today's dating market, does not meet women's expectations. So they're not even going to look at this man's direction. So they only have experience with Chad and Tyrone. Therefore, they assume, right? You see it in the definition, the assumption. They assume that the rest of the men in general are just like Chad and Tyrone, which makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. There's only a small percentage of men that are able to succeed as Chad and Tyrone. But unfortunately, since women only pay attention to Chad and Tyrone, especially if they're successful, if they don't get the ring, if they don't get the title, if they get their cheeks clapped, if they get kicked out of his apartment or house or whatever, now they have the assumption that men in general are just like the top 10, 20% of guys, Chad and Tyrone, which is not the case. And I personally don't think women realize this. I really truly believe women don't realize this. This is like some subconscious thing. It's very subconscious. They couldn't get the top guy. Now they assume that the rest of these average men that she's been ignoring for the longest time are just like the top 20% of Chad and Tyrone's. And that's where everything gets so fucked up. So fucked up. Because their mind is distorted, jumping from dude to dude to dude on that carousel. That is Chad and Tyrone. But when she's passed around like a rag doll, and she's known as a community bicycle, now she has this distorted image or assumption that men in general are the same, which is false. So this is where I see all this ego, all this narcissism, all these jumping to conclusions about men are coming from. Because they're basing their assumptions on the top men that are getting majority of the women. Think about that, chat. Think about that. Let me go ahead and check the chat right quick. Let me see what you guys are saying. All right, let me see. Future loss. Women have a hive mind. I agree. Pre-selection is real, chat. Pre-selection is so real it's not even funny. I'm telling you, it's weird, but it's facts. If you have a woman that's decent looking around you, or you have a wedding ring, there's way more likely chance that other women will talk to you, because this signifies that you have to have some type of value to attract that woman in the first place. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many homewreckers are there in the United States that are female. You'd be surprised. Because they're okay being the side chick at first. They're okay being the mistress at first. But then eventually, as time goes on, she wants to be number one. She wants you to leave your girlfriend or fiance or wife. Yeah, I know. It's a weird ass, messed up situation. But that's literally how they process the situation when it comes to pre-selection. Go ahead and check this out. Shinobi one says desperate housewives end up catching reptile dysfunction. What does that mean? You talking about what do you mean by that? I'm curious. Father, no. Goddamn, they sure do. They are gonna have very big surprise in the near future when World War IV is on. If there is a World War IV, but if like if a World War IV happens, best believe we're gonna go back to the medieval days since everything got nuked to smithereens. There won't be that much weapons to go around unless we have a bunch of gunsmiths walking around or people know how to create ammo. A lot of people are going to go back to the medieval times. Future loss, no Hyman, no diamond. Agreed. Completely agreed. What's going on, Sai? What's good? Gatekeeper says desperate housewives are not real traditional homemakers and stay at home housewife. Hell no. Anybody that thinks otherwise, you're weird as hell. They're the complete opposite of what a traditional housewife should be. For no reason says, I just want a nice wife to make a family with. Make a family with. I know I have unrealistic expectations. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm gonna be real. When it comes to dating, you need to kill that hope factor about having a wife that's truly a dutiful wife and is with you to the end, till death do us part. Unless you do her really dirty, like being like actually abusive to her type situation, you know, it can be like straight up like physical abuse. Then okay, I see why she wants to go away. But that's besides the point. You won't really find any women anymore in the West that truly honors her vows and the covenant that she made with God. Because in her mind, the modern woman is just a business contract, a business contract that is incentivized for her to break to be rewarded. She might be out there, who knows? But do you really want to take that risk? Like once again, I'm going to mention the minefield scenario. Do you really want to go through a field with 100 mines and 50 of them are active and they will blow you to smithereens? Would you still walk through that field? Personally, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Gatekeeper says just sad, lonely, horny, homewrecker, chameleon, Treth. Well, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Future loss. Are they really worried about genetics anymore, or are they just worried about lifestyle? Well, I will tell you, they're worried about both, right? Yeah, you heard about the saying, alpha fucks, beta bucks. They will literally go for the biggest, baddest guy that they can think of and have his seed, and then go over and find the most typical, gullible, naive simp to take care of a kid that it's not even his. That's the game plan for a lot of modern women these days, especially in the black community. That's a big problem. Let me see what else. August Lyon. Women are more attracted to the guys who don't care about them at all. It's a hypergamous loophole. Yeah, yeah. It's literally a paradox. It's a paradox. Even though, like, first off, don't believe whatever modern women say or women in general, right? When they say, "Oh, I'm attracted to this guy that's nice, that has personality. I don't care about his height," and blah blah. Actions are louder than words. All right. Don't let no other female tell you otherwise. Actions are louder than words. If that's the case, she would have been married by now. If that's the case, she already would have had a family by now. Because let's keep it real, chat. From age 18 to 25, That's when she's the most chaste. That's when she is constantly getting attention, especially through social media. If they truly don't care about, oh, a man not having a six pack, a man not making six figures, a man that's shorter than 6 feet, she already would have been in a committed relationship. So yeah, actions speak louder than the words. Thank you very much, Cesspool, for shilling the Cash App. Once again, if you want to support your boy, link on top of the chat, Cash App /Sir Eudes. Or you can do what just a random guy did. He super chatted me. Any donations appreciated. Thank you very much. Just some random guy says with a generous $2 rupees. What does the R stand for? Let me know what the R stand for. He says apex level people have no life. They live for work. Oh yeah. They live for work, they live for purpose. They're on the grind. They're literally on the grind. Having women is like fifth or sixth on their priority list. Yeah, women are nice, don't get me wrong. You know, if you're surrounded by pretty ladies, but that's just a bonus to them. Like that's not their whole life goal. They're here trying to create some type of legacy. They're trying to be the best version of themselves. They're really trying to be the guy that everyone can say, damn, he is very good at his occupation and he is a good person. Let's keep going. Chaz with a $2 donation. He says, hope you have a good stream tonight, Yudis. Yes, I hope so too. I hope the new guy doesn't try to screw me over and, eat my stream because I'm speaking too much facts. Because Susan is gone. We got a new president of YouTube or whatever. All right, let's keep going. For no reason, I don't think women are the best people to decide the genetic future of the world. No, it's not. Because you can always look at the numbers of how many abortions they've had since Planned Parenthood has been about. Millions of deaths of clump of cells. And not just that, because they have the technology such as like birth control and all that stuff, Plan B, and they believe that they can do better than 99% of the male population. Now there's going to be a population collapse. But hey, that's what they wanted. David Graham, Yedis, do you even want a child until they change the laws? D Wade and Will Smith have been made simp beefs. Or you talking about simp bitches? Yes, honestly, I would love to have a child one day. I would love to have a child one day. But unfortunately, as long as I am living in the West, that plan will never come true. It's too risky. I don't want to put myself through the situation. Even worse, I don't want to put my own child through that horrific situation where the mother is able to take my son or daughter away from me and then brainwash them into this alphabet community nonsense and eventually convince them that they're the opposite of what they truly are and then chemically castrate them. I really don't want to take that risk. If I go overseas in the near future, of course. But at the moment, no. Frost says, I have so many women tell me that looks don't matter, but then I see them dating a guy who's 6'2". Yeah. Yeah, this is why we preach all the time, Frost. We preach all the time. Always pay attention to their actions. Do not listen to what they have to say, because what they say, what they say, almost always never match what they do. In my opinion, that's just female nature. That's why I believe it is. Um, huh. Chin Chad says women don't care about frame data, so why should I care about them? Hey, touche, Chaz. Touche. Hey, you give a great point. You give an amazing point. Cesspool Endeavors with a generous $5 donation. He says, Udis, you can bash the boomers, but they gave you men going their own way and red pill info. Yeah, I can agree. I can. Well, I wouldn't say boomers. Personally, I wouldn't say boomers. The boomers are still around. Okay, I can see that because I do see videos of very older gentlemen giving out straight facts on their experience, but they're far few in between. I will rather say Gen X and the older millennials are the ones that are out there before us, right? With the MRA, they're the ones that were throwing out the knowledge of, hey, this system is BS. Holy moly. Okay. You guys are going in. Um Pixels going their own way. What? Oh, that's crazy. I do not know what PLN means, but thank you for the generous donation. He says, Yeet, congrats on the shekelization. Yes. Yes. I am glad that I am back in my rightful place as a YouTube partner until I found out that they take like over 50% of the cash. I'm like, okay, now you guys are just messing with me at this point. But hey, regardless, I appreciate all donations, all of them. It's going to be crazy this month because you guys are very generous. August Lion, Rolo is 1,000 years old. See, Rolo, don't get me started on Rolo. Don't get me started on Rolo. Primal Studies, he says, yeet. Yes, yeet indeed. Welcome to the stream, bro. I'm glad that you're able to make it. You're usually in like majority of my streams, so I shouldn't be surprised. But welcome, bro. Welcome. Uh Mystified D says Gen X were always forgotten, mainly because we're the whatever dude, leave us alone squad. Hey, touche. Like we don't really hear too much about Gen X. Like we really don't hear that much about Gen X. I give you guys that one. I give you guys that one. Because it literally feels like it's boomers and then it just skips straight to like millennials and onward. Cesspool says, I can remember hearing the mid 70s that She's Not Yours is just your turn. I don't know for sure, but I will say that it's true and I agree with what you're saying. I'm pretty sure it was like that in the mid 70s, right? Especially with the subliminal messages that's been put in TV shows and movies about female nature, you know, that's been around for the longest time. So, yeah, okay, I'll say that's true. I'll say that's true. Shinobi once says, first I saved my son from his mom, then I saved him from the government, saved his grandparents from you know, the serum. Uh, you, my brothers, can say what you love most. Just get on with it. Yeah, that's all you can do at this point in 2023, Shinobi One. That's all you can do. All right. I pretty much got through everything at that point. But let's go ahead and continue so I don't bore you guys to death. Let's go right here. This is what I mean. This see because of the apex fallacy that I was explaining earlier of modern women have about men because they only dealt with Chad and Tyrone. And since they only had bad experiences with Chad and Tyrone, they put that type of assumptions on the rest of the male population, which is pretty freaking ridiculous. Like, in fact, they don't even have any type of statistical data or anything to back up their claims. It's just assumptions. Majority of what they say is just assumptions or just exaggerated to fucking oblivion. Okay. Not too many out there that are willing to bring in some type of case study or statistics or anything to back up these claims that they have about men. Let's go ahead and play this one video. It's only like 10, 20 seconds, but I'm gonna play it anyway. All right, let's do this.
How much I hate men and why I hate men. And I am pretty much killing my dating life by titling my video, Men Are Trash.
Like what? Let's play it one more time.
How much I hate men and why I hate men. And I am pretty much killing my dating life by titling my video, Men Are Trash.
See, the reason they're saying this because once again, I explained before, they wanted the bad boys when they were in college. You know, the jocks or the gangsters, you know, the thugs and all these crazy motherfuckers. They let these type of dudes blow their back out, and then when they didn't have their Disney fairy tale happy ending, it's the rest of the male population's fault. Like, what? It makes no sense at all whatsoever. But this is what I mean about women. They primarily base their decisions on emotions. And since they're bad experiences, they're able to remember a lot more than their good experiences. They're going to have that type of point of view about men because majority of their experiences is with Chad and Tyrone, and they don't give a fuck about this girl in the first place. She is just part of the roster of Chad and Tyrone. And I guarantee you she knew this too. But she wants to deflect the blame on the rest of the male population. Let's go ahead to this other video. This other video is pretty interesting. I kind of laugh in my opinion, but let's go ahead and share this one. All right, let's go ahead and play this bad boy.
All men must die?
All men must die.
Why you want me dead?
Yeah.
You don't have any knives on you, right?
No, I don't. I'm not gonna kill them. I'm not gonna kill the men. They're going to abolish themselves in the end, eventually.
Why is that?
Well, because patriarchy, which is also a man-made thing.
You believe we live in a patriarchy?
I think so. You think you don't think so?
I don't think so anymore.
Oh, what do you think you're living in then?
Matriarchy, that's like the women thing, right?
Oh, are you for real? That's why
women have more rights nowadays than men, maybe.
Okay.
You think it would be better if all men would die?
Well, for a lot of things it would be better, yeah.
Just like the nonsense, the craziness that you hear from modern women today. And this this isn't even in the United States. I don't think, unless she's like a foreign exchange student. I don't know where she's at exactly, but she's clearly a foreign woman. Clearly. And this is the mentality, and these are the signs that they're carrying around. All men must die. And I know that you guys, this isn't the first time you've seen this, right? I posted a few videos in the past of women clearly threatening with intent to kill men. With malicious intent, they put out threats like this. Just imagine the meltdown of Western society if the gender roles were reversed, if a man was doing this. Just imagine the meltdown. How are you saying that you live in a patriarchy, yet you out here in your whatever you're wearing with your clothes, nobody can tell you what to wear, nobody can tell you what to do besides law enforcement. And you're literally, in my opinion, if she was a man, she's breaking a crime. Like she's literally breaking the law. Just imagine how many arrests it'll be if the gender roles were reversed and men were doing what she was doing. The police would be all over it. Let's go ahead and finish this quick video.
Yeah.
Who's gonna fix your bike or your car? Because I don't see you doing it.
Well, yeah, maybe then I should walk soon.
Maybe you should. It's really weird, I gotta say.
So he's literally mentioning this person. Okay, who's going to fix your bike? Who's going to fix your car? Who's going to fix your sewers? Who's going to be making your houses, your roofs? Who's going to be making your buildings, skyscrapers? Who's going to be maintaining the sewage system, the pipes? Who is going to be making sure that the water is clean, that the nuclear reactors are going to be running? Who is going to be climbing the big old towers to make sure that the cellular towers are working? Who is going to be doing all the IT, engineering, science, and stuff? Because all those occupations are dominated by men. So if all men die, and it's just you women, do you really think you're going to go that far? Do you really think you're going to last that long? Stop it. Stop it. Stop with the freaking delusion. See, the fact that they're able to do, like, do you even work? That's the first thing. Do you even work? Because men, a lot of men, they don't have the luxury to go out and protest, especially protest with malicious intent, without worrying about being arrested or harmed. You guys remember the last, not the last stream, but a few streams ago, I showed you where there was just a few men having a conversation at this convention about about men eating themselves, and they got verbally and physically abused just because these small group of men wanted to shed light on men eating themselves, and they were attacked by both men and women. So why are they getting physically attacked, but this woman is pretty much talking about a genocide? Nothing's happening. Just saying. And then they act shocked on why men, they're not even giving they don't care anymore. They don't care. Why would I care if there's people like this running around in society that says that I should go extinct because of my existence, because of what I have between my legs? Like, come on. Super Turbo Death Shark. She is proof things have been too comfortable for too long. I agree. I agree. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. See, almost forgot the quote. Let me repeat it right quick. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. I know that's not the entire thing, but you guys get what I'm saying. Let's see what else I got for you guys. Oh yeah, this one. This one's a classic. Let's play this one right quick.
Celsius said I would be way hotter if I lost like 5 pounds. Yeah, you're literally right. But I don't remember asking for a stinky man's opinion. So go to war and die already. That's all you're good for.
See, first off, I don't know what kind of men that she's dealing with. It's probably a bunch of her male orbiters, or just a bunch of simps that she's dealing with online. They're on some bullshit if they're saying that you only need to lose 5 pounds. Let's keep it real. Only 5 pounds? So it means that they were too pussy to actually tell you the truth that you need to hit the fucking treadmill for the next 6 months. And actually stop going to Starbucks and all these fast food joints and using Uber Eats. Or you're just making up the story. Like, in my opinion. I don't really see a man telling you right now that what I've seen that say that you need to lose only 5 pounds. And because of he's giving you constructive criticism of things that you can't control and change, you want him to die in war. That doesn't sound like a patriarchy to me, does it, guys? I don't think it sounds like a patriarchy to me. Just because a man gave constructive criticism, if it's true, she says, go to war and die. Does that sound like patriarchy to me? No. No. Let's go ahead and continue.
To the incels who said I would be way hotter if I lost like 5 pounds. Yeah, you're literally right. But I don't remember asking for a stinky man's opinion. So go to war and die already. That's all you're good for.
Girl, I'm so done with men. Don't even worry about it. Men are actually slowly going extinct.
What the fuck, bro?
Let's play that one more time.
You're good for.
Girl, I'm so done with men. Don't even worry about it. Men are actually slowly going extinct.
So, you telling me, since you dealt with Chad and Tyrone, or whoever you dealt with, that can pretty much, I will assume that can get other women, all of a sudden, the rest of the male population needs to go extinct? Like, do you even listen to yourself? This is what I mean about women. They primarily base their decisions on emotions. They say some erratic bullshit like this. It makes they say the most craziest shit when they don't get their way. Or if their feelings are hurt. Or, oh, it's about how you say it. Come on. Come on. And then they act all shocked and surprised that now more and more men are ignoring them now because they're saying some crazy stuff like this. More and more men. There's more articles popping up. If you don't believe me, go on Hammerhand's channel, go on Chronic's channel. They got plenty of videos and articles of more men are just saying, you know what? I don't care anymore. Get away from me. Even though that's what modern women wanted, of men should go away and be extinct or go die, they still complain. They still complain when men give women what they want of leaving them alone. It's still a problem because they feel ignored. That's what I'm saying, chat. That's what I'm saying. Like it's getting ridiculous at this point. Let me go ahead and see what you guys are saying. Who men are not going extinct? Yeah, of course not. Like they heard about this. I'm pretty sure they were talking about this one theory that more the Y chromosome, like the XY thing, the Y chromosome is like disappearing or something like that, and within like a few 100,000 years or like a million years, men will eventually go extinct. I'm pretty sure that's what she heard. Frost says, which philosopher said the society that empowers women is going to collapse? I forgot who it was. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like Socrates, because Socrates was spitting some red pill shit. I wouldn't even say a philosopher. It's said in the Bible. Like I explained it a couple of days ago with Proverbs 31. Like don't give power unto women, which destroyeth kings and all that crazy shit. I didn't say the quote correctly, but once again, you already know what I mean. Let's see what else you guys got to say. Yeah, Cesspool, he finished the quote. He says, strong men create good times create weak men create hard times create strong men. Yes, and then the cycle continues. In my opinion, this quote in itself is a cycle of a society, the life cycle of a society. That's what I believe. I believe majority, or fuck it, all societies throughout history go through these type of cycles. Unless they got completely taken over by another tribe or whatever, then that's a different story. See what else you guys got to say. Schizo type with Virgin Warrior Jones. That's hilarious. Numerous influential Western philosophers have expressed ideas that have been characterized as misogynistic, including Aristotle, Rene Descartes, Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, David Hume, Jean Jacques, WF. Which I agree. And on top of that, this is something that's been around for thousands of years. The things that we are talking about today when it comes to at least red pill philosophy, it has been around since then. Because the fact that the Abrahamic texts are pretty much saying very similar things that we're saying right now, that should tell you something. That should tell you a lot. I don't know how to say your name, but it says Confucius said the same thing too. Funny how philosophers from around the world are saying very similar aspects when it comes to female nature. Let's see if I got something else for you guys. Oh yeah, let's check this one. All right, let's do this. There will be a few pauses here and there, so work with me, just to make sure I don't get, copyrighted to oblivion. Let's do this.
My understanding of the hashtag men are trash is basically people bringing attention to the injustices that women face and are suffering at the hands of men.
I've got so many.
Okay, so what about the injustices that men go through at the hands of women? What about that? Oh, but of course, when a man tries to speak up and say his piece, say his issues when it comes to society consistently screwing him over, he has to man up. He has to quit being a bitch. He has to deal with it because he's a man. And once again, this is another aspect of society blowing a lot of shit out of proportion because, once again, they're basing all of these problems and assumptions on the top 10, 20% of men that, unfortunately, they live on different rules. Because guess what? Majority of women, they have different rules between average men and Chad and Tyrone. So, in my opinion, fuck out of here with that.
I've got so many guy friends, and then those that are so defensive over this hashtag men are trash are actually trash. They're the ones that are laying hands on women. They are the ones that are very forcing on women. But then those that are just normal guys like you, like him, you're not complaining about it, and you're promoting this hashtag men are trash campaign.
What? Wait, what? Let's see that one more time. Because, hold up.
Got so many guy friends, and then those that are so defensive over this hashtag men are trash are actually trash. They're the ones that are laying.
Wait, what? What? Really? So a man see, this is what I mean about mental gymnastics, gentlemen. So much mental gymnastics. So even when you as a man defend yourself saying, hey, I'm not like these motherfuckers that likes to abuse and hurt women and all this other crazy, things that they want to say. Even when a man defends himself, she still puts that man in that category of men are trash. Really? Really? What? Let's go ahead and continue. Oh, Lordy.
So defensive over this hashtag men are trash are actually trash. They're the ones that are laying hands on women. They are the ones that are very forcing on women. But then those that are just normal guys like you, like him, you're not complaining about it, and you promote this hashtag men are trash campaign.
I feel like
What? So, okay. So you promote, okay. See, this is what I'm talking about, chat, when it comes to the apex fallacy. These women are going with the bad boys, the Chads, the Chirones, and etc., where, once again, these type of men has the pick of the litter of majority of women. Why? Because majority of women are only going after Chad, Tyrone, the bad boys, or Rich. Let's just say Rich. And that's a small percentage compared to the rest of the male population. So when a man that isn't any of those things and he's saying, what the fuck, I'm not trash, she automatically say, no, you are trash. You just like the rest of them. You're not complaining on our behalf because of our poor choices of dealing with men that doesn't give a fuck about me in the first place. And I let them get away with the bullshit. I don't go to the police. I don't make a report. The rest of the male population are a bunch of pieces of shit for it. What? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Let's go ahead and continue this video.
I feel like it's getting personal to guys because, as we know, it's not every man. So I believe there's a ways and platform and the ways that we can say that are better and that will get everybody in the same roof. It's not.
All right, he's speaking sense. He's actually speaking sense. He actually, which I'm not surprised. He's using logic. He's using rational reasoning to get the point across. Clearly, it's not all men, but this is what the average modern women have in their head. That, oh yeah, I let Tyranus Maximus clap my cheeks to oblivion, and he just tossed me back to the streets. He doesn't talk to me anymore. Oh man, ain't shit. See, that pretty much what happens to the modern women these days. Let's go ahead and continue.
Getting personal to guys because, as we know, it's not every man. So I believe there's a ways and platform and the ways that we can say that are better and that will get everybody in the same roof.
It's not every man out there that beats up women. You understand? It's like not every man does that. It's like a few men would do something like that. Now for like a few specific men to be accounted for things that half of the men do, I think it's just literally wrong.
Thank you. We have a dude that's actually making so much fucking sense. Thank you very much. He's using his brains. 2 guys in a row that's actually speaking some fucking sense. Holy moly. Jeez. It's not that hard to comprehend. It's because you go with the... See? For example, if a woman is getting 1,000 texts a day, yes, it's possible for a woman to get thousands of texts a day from a bunch of simps. Is she really going to take that seriously? No. She's only going to be attracted to the bad boy, Chad Tyrone, that is speaking to her differently, saying like, bitch, you ain't shit. Like, what are you talking about? You trying to ride on this schlong or nah? And yes, surprisingly, women respond to that. Modern women. And as soon as they do the deed, they get kicked to the curb. Because why? Because once again, if the bad boy is able to pull her, I'm pretty sure he has other women in his roster. And not too many men in society today can truly say they have a roster of women. So when she's, for the first time in her life, she was told no. She was told she ain't special. She was told that she's just only a series of holes. And I'm not paying for your Uber. Get the fuck out. Just based off that experience alone, the entire male population ain't shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm like, come on. But let's go ahead and continue this video. But this man right here, he's speaking mad sense right now. Mad, like, it's the fact that people that actually use logic and reasoning in the West is becoming so rare. That's beyond concerning. That's beyond concerning. Reverend says this is how princess complex can go out of control. Yeah, I agree. I will say it is literally already out of control to the point where we can't even contain it. Thanks to social media and a bunch of simps. This is why the one thing that I hate more than feminists is simps, because simps are the driving force of what's happened, of what everything is happening in society today. And once again, I'll admit I was that simp when I was 17, 18 years old. I'm not going to say I wasn't the simp, but luckily, thank God, I learned very freaking early thanks to Sandman. Sandman, he definitely showed me the way, like, hey, stop being a simp. He was pretty much the Morpheus of my life and gave me that red pill. Because I'm sure you guys know, Sandman also talks about the red pill philosophy on top of the men going their own way philosophy. Somebody gave a generous donation. Once again, I do not know what PLN means, but regardless, thank you very much for your donation, man. I appreciate it. He says, this shaming of regular men is just a trick. They know it's BS. They say this only because they expect us to be good betas and rescue them. I will say yes. I will say this is a wide scale of a society scale of shaming language. That's the best I can say. This is a society scale of shaming language onto men. And it's not just this issue. There's countless issues. Because once again, we all know 99% of women, they can't be happy. They can't be content. They always need more. And if they don't have more, they always complain and blame men for not having more and expect men to fix their problem. But then they turn around, once they have what they want, they turn around and say that men should die and go extinct. Then they act shocked that men are not taking them seriously anymore. I don't expect them to truly understand because I know this is a long thought process. But that's literally what happened within the last 70 years. You expect men to fix your shit, and when they fix it, all of a sudden they need to go to war and die? Really? Let's go ahead and continue. But hey, man, thank you very much for your donation, man.
The angle of the hashtag, they could have went with a different angle. Maybe I do agree that maybe most men were raised the way they were raised and groomed. They don't know that it is wrong to be abusive against women and all that. But then I'm not for men are trash.
We are saying they're trash and they're
Hold
taking
up. All that. But then
Hold on,
I'm
let me
not for
listen to
men.
this one.
Angle of the hashtag, they could have went with a different angle. Maybe I do agree that maybe most men were raised the way they were raised and groomed. They don't know that it is wrong to be abusive against women and all that. But then I'm not for men are trash.
We are saying they're trash and they're taking.
So he's saying that it's because how men are raised. Because how men are raised. I know they're in a different country. They're not in the West. So I'm not going to say he does not have an argument. Okay. Because their culture is way different than our culture, according to my knowledge, unless proven otherwise. But in the West, who are raising these men? Who are raising these men? Because, at least according to my knowledge, there is a huge chunk of the population that are single mothers. Huge chunk. And I'm going to say it again, women cannot raise a boy on how to be a man. I repeat, Women cannot raise a boy on how to be a man. And once again, a man could raise a daughter on how to be a woman, but once again, if you decide to conceive with a woman that actually has values, virtues, ethics, morals, like what Hammerhand says, and I will add on, at least has some type of religious aspect, because I think religious is a big key in this situation. She's able to raise the daughter to be a woman with dignity and purity. But we don't have that anymore. We have a bunch of single mothers that are just running rampant, and they will teach their daughters the exact same thing. On top of that, they will teach their sons to be very emotional. They can't control their anger. They lash out because, once again, his main role model is a woman. So he thinks it's okay, even though he's a man. And unfortunately, a lot of these men that are raised by single mothers, they land in prison or dead. I repeat, unfortunately, a lot of these men that are raised by single mothers, they lay in prison or just end up dead. Fathers, in my opinion, are crucial to the stability of the family, the community, and society. Because whether he is a single father or not, he will still put discipline and morals and ethics to both his son and daughter. He ain't worried about being his son's friend. He ain't worried about being his daughter's friend. Because guess what? Men, and you guys already know, we experience the world a way harsher than what women experience. So we already know how shit can get real in the real world. And what is your son and daughter going to do when you, as a father, single father, when you're not there? That's why we take this a lot more seriously. Way more seriously. I don't really hear that much issues from single fathers compared to single mothers at all. None. The only issue I can think of is, oh yeah, you guys, you should show some emotion more. As a man, it's whatever. As a woman, okay, let's see how it goes. But regardless, the father is able, in my opinion, to raise a son and a daughter by himself. But when it comes to a woman, she cannot raise a son by herself or a daughter by herself without some repercussions. And I'm talking about in the general sense. In the general sense, a single mother there's just going to be issues, and we already know this. I don't have it up, but I can look it up right now of the single mother statistics of all the prisoners and the crimes that are happening in society right now. Majority of them come from single mothers. So this man right here, he said it depends on how they're raised. I'm not going to hold it I ain't going to hold it against him too much, because once again, he's from a different country. But if we apply it to the West, who are raising these men? Who are raising these women? Who are getting majority of custody in society today? And once again, I'm not really going to put complete blame on women, okay? Let's also keep it real. There's a bunch of weak-ass men as well. There's very weak men as well that is unable to put their foot down because they're too afraid of what the wife will do or how he'll look. So I won't put complete blame on them. I will give some blame to the weak man because he doesn't have a backbone to let her know how things will go. That's just me. Married or not as a man, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. If somebody wants to tell me how to raise my kids, if I had kids, I'll be damned. Hell no. I couldn't. I got another generous donation from Pixels going their own way. Thank you very much, man. He says, we should never justify ourselves. Apologize, not even listen. If she says men are trash, you respond, nice try, but I'm not paying Chad's bill. That is true. That is true. Because we already seen it on multiple occasions where they say men are trash, but then they turn around and say, oh, but a real man pays all the bills. A real man pays for the first date. A real man gives me his money so I can give him an allowance. A real man put his he gives me the deed to the house. He gives me the ownership of the cars. That's what real men should do. So what I'm trying to say is, chat, modern women in 2023, their definition of what a real man is, it's a life of servitude. I repeat, it is a life of servitude. According to women, a real man serves my every needs and don't question it. Frost, I'm pretty sure I read it. Hold up. Oh, I did not. Frost with the $2 donation. He says, bring TFM back on soon. We need the monkey. Well, if you guys want TFM so bad, I'll see if I can bring it back on. But I got to get an interesting conversation first. Once I get that, then we can definitely work some magic there. But no worries. No worries. I'll see if I can bring TFM back. Let's go ahead and continue the video.
We are saying they're trash and they're taking it personally, like I'm particularly saying, hi, you are trash. No, a fellow brother is trash because he killed my sister. No, those kind of things. So they're taking it they're taking it really personally, way beyond. They're feeding their emotional needs where they need to be publicly protecting us.
Okay, hold up. Let's play it one more time. Should CC?
We are saying they're trash and they're taking it personally, like I'm particularly saying, hi, you are trash. No, a fellow brother is trash because he killed my sister. No, those kind of things. So they're taking it they're taking it really personally, way beyond. They're feeding their emotional needs where they need to be publicly protecting us.
What? Okay. When you say, wait, what the fuck is going on in the chat? All right, chat, I get it. You'll have TFM back soon. Relax. Relax. He'll be back. But let me go ahead and say what this woman has to say. So she's saying that we're taking it personally because she says men are trash. Isn't that a general statement? I'm pretty sure that's a general statement that you put on men. Give us evidence, give us statistics, give us any type of proof on how men in general are trash. That's it. If you do that, then we'll shut the fuck up. we'll shut the fuck up. But until then, you have to show us any type of proof, any type of statistic, evidence, data, something that proves that men in general are trash according to your assumption. Keyword, assumption. Just because you decided to go with the bad boy, just because you decided to go with Chad Tyrone, the rest of the men have to deal with your fucking trauma and baggage? Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. Let's go ahead and continue because that's ridiculous.
And when I thought of who I am and how I treat women and how I subject and objectize them, I suddenly realized that even I'm not enough and even I'm trash. And when I suddenly thought of it in that sense, I suddenly realized that I wouldn't even allow my own daughter to date a guy like me. It is.
Bro, stop being a simp. Okay. Hey, everybody in the chat, type in the chat beta. Type in the chat beta. He's a beta. I want to see it. You guys are fucking ridiculous. Oh shit. That's literally radiating off of this guy. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? What do you mean? Like, oh, I realize that I'm trash. I wouldn't date my daughter date somebody like, bro. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Let's listen to this one more time before we continue. But the cat went here and there, donated $2.20 of New Zealand dollars. He says, I heard Riggs wear undies on his head at times. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I don't know. I doubt he does. Did he mention that? If he didn't, then can't believe all the rumors, you know what I'm saying? Let's play this video one time. Because this guy's a beta.
When I thought of who I am and how I treat women and how I subject and objectize them, I suddenly realized that even I'm not enough and even I'm trash. And when I suddenly thought of it in that sense, I suddenly realized that I wouldn't even allow my own daughter to date a guy like me.
Listen, never in a million years I will ever say that I'm trash. So he's clearly a big old beta simp soy boy, or he's a male feminist that's trying to get laid. I will never call myself trash. Ever. So I don't know where this is coming from. But yeah, I don't even know what to say to this. I really don't. Let's address these. Just some random guy with the $2 donation. I don't know what the R means. Rupees, roop something. But he says beta. Yes, this guy is a whole fucking beta. It's honestly disgusting to me. The cat went there also with another $2 New Zealand dollars. He says, Post Kebab secretly drinks water on the side. How dare you drink water? You don't drink water. You drink some of that good shit, okay? The party juice. Okay, we don't drink water on this side. We don't drink none of that. Water is for weaklings. I'm joking. I'm joking, chat. Always stay hydrated. Always drink your water. It keeps your kidneys and your liver healthy. Drink your water. All right. let's go ahead and continue. Let's see who else wants to come up in here.
It is also the type of man that some people attract that will determine with him what all men are trash. It just means all the men that you've been with are trash because that's what you reflect or attract towards yourself.
Woo! Let's repeat that one more time. That is the most logical answer I've ever heard. Let's do it one more time.
Like me. It is also the type of man that some people attract that will determine with him what all men are trash. It just means all the men that you've been with are trash because that's what you reflect or attract towards yourself.
Have I been saying that the entire time, chat? I've been saying that the entire time. The entire time. The only reason why modern women have this mindset of all men are trash is because of the men that they deal with, which they usually go for. Chad, Tyrone, Bad Boy, Richard Boy, etc. Not the average man. Not the average man that's willing to break his back to give you a quality of life. No. You go for the guys that don't give a damn about you. But yeah, you expect me to be upset. You expect me to protect you on my behalf, risk my livelihood, risk my life, my health, when you chose to deal with this man? Come on. Come on. This is 2023. We're talking about equality, right? Why not be real with each other? Oh, wait. Modern women, they don't live in reality. They don't live in reality. And if anything disrupts their reality, then for some weird reason, it's men's fault. Let's see if I can play this one. Let me see. And boom. All right. Yes, I can. All right. Chat. One more show for tonight. If you want to support your boy Sirius, link on top of the chat, Cash App /Sirius, or you can do the super chat. Any donations is appreciated. If you feel I'm worthy of your investment, you guys have been very generous to me tonight, and I'm very grateful. And it means that I am doing something right when it comes to spreading the word of male issues. Because not too many channels are truly talking about male issues. They always want to talk about like dating and shit. Like, okay, yeah, we fucking get it. Let's talk about some things that are actually important. Thank you, Cesspool, for the show. Thank you very much. Let's play this video right quick. I'm pretty sure there's another guy's channel, but I'm sure he won't mind. Let's play this. And this one, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hilarious.
Been such trash.
When women call men trash, it's usually sign language being used by women who have been treated like trash by.
So you can tell this guy has been watching a lot of Kevin Samuels. You can tell immediately. He's literally using the same mannerism, dressing all proper and shit in some weird LED light room, similar to what Kevin Samuels did. Once again, I'm not saying he's doing the bad thing. I'm not saying he's doing that at all.
By men. But go ahead.
I was talking to this guy. We were talking for a minute.
Now, what do you mean by a minute?
Going on dates on and off for months, like 6+ months, right?
So she's been going on dates for 6+ months. 6+ months on and off with this guy. That is insane. Oh my God. Let's continue.
But that's a serious relationship, right?
He's a part of my roster. Like, I'm not taking him too seriously, but he...
Part of your roster. Chat. You just heard it right here. You just heard it right here. She just said that this guy that she's been seeing on and off for 6 months is part of her roster. Let's keep it real, chat. How many of these women, model women, have a roster. Let's be real. Majority of modern women, they have a fucking roster. Whether you want to admit it or not, or realize it or not, they have a roster. And once again, this is the very same woman that's saying that men in general are trash. Let's go ahead and keep going.
He was pressed.
A roster like a basketball team or a starting five or squad of men. You know that's nasty, right? Like disgusting.
Finally give it up to him or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever.
You finally gave it up to him or whatever. She belongs to the streets. Really? Finally give it up to him or whatever? Really? Jesus Christ. Steve Sanchez with the biohazard logo. Oh shit. Yo, this woman is wilding. Let's see what else she has to say.
Why am I just finding out that this man has been in a whole ass relationship?
He was definitely.
What do you expect? What do you expect? First off, you going on and off from him for 6 months. On and off. You really think that a man, especially a man that has good genetics or something of value, is going to be just waiting for you only? No. No. There's always a woman willing to take your place if that is a man of value. Whether it's on the looks department or the financial department or both. There are women in line talking about, how did I find out that he was in a whole ass relationship? Don't act stupid. In fact, I truly believe that she knew he was in a relationship. That's just me assuming, right? I'm assuming now. I believe she knew. She knew that he was in a relationship. Let's go ahead and continue.
Definitely married or in a long-term relationship, viewed you as a pro to him or a thought or a side chick, right? Sucking feet, probably pouring candle wax down your goddamn back. Now you feel like trash because you thought you were playing him, but he actually played you.
This man was dripping candle wax down my back.
Oh, yeah.
Dripping candle wax down your back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you have a kink or a fetish, whatever. But at the end of the day, how the fuck are you on and off with him for 6 months and then you act all shocked and appalled that he's in a whole different relationship? See, this is what I mean, that women, they don't think long term. They think about here and now. They think about what's going to be happening tomorrow. They don't think about what's going to be happening 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. They don't. And once again, I've talked to plenty of women in my life. That's literally the case. They don't know what they're going to be doing next week, let alone what's going to be happening in the next 5 years. Oh, yeah, I'll just go to college and see how it goes. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go with this guy that has a felony and he has a tendency to commit DV, right? DV. But let's see how it goes. Ridiculous. Let's go ahead and get back to this right here. Let me go ahead and address a couple of super chats. He says the cat went there. Another 5 New Zealand dollars, or well, 5 and 50 cents New Zealand dollars. He says, Yeet, brothers, cooking channel coming soon, fams, if possible. Bless you all. You know what? I've been thinking about that. Honestly, I would not mind making a cooking channel, or at least making cooking videos. I wouldn't mind doing that at all. Screw it, why not? Especially when it comes to Italian food or barbecue. I wouldn't mind making videos on that. Pixels with another 25 PLN. Don't know what that is, but he says, "Gentlemen, give them nothing. The wall will serve them justice." Yeah, and like how I always say, they never learn until it's too late. They never learn until it's too late, because there's a difference. A man can be ugly and short or whatever, but he's able to make up being short and ugly with other traits, such as having high social status, having money, his peers respect him, women want him. He can make up for that. But if a woman isn't looking good, she is fucked. I repeat, she is fucked. And women know this. Why do you think they put on 5 pounds of makeup and fake eyelashes, fake nails, fake hair, freaking 6-inch heels and fake butt pads and just a bunch of craziness? They know it's true. They just won't admit it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. You guys are going in. Oh, my God. Okay, hold up. Just a random guy says, "What do skeletons eat?" Nothing. We don't have a stomach. The cat went there with another $5.50 New Zealand dollars. He says, "Yeet, your specialty will be steak, I reckon. Mitchell is a pizza, but Hammerhand has betrayed us. He is taking long walks on the beach." Hey, I saw the video and it is very calming. If you guys haven't seen Hammerhand's most recent video, I'll say check it out. It's around 30 seconds. It's a very chill situation. I put a comment in his video stating, "This is the closest representation of a man going their own way." There was no music, no noise, nothing. Just the sound of a crash of waves going onto the beach. And I guarantee you, Hammerhand had like a phenomenal time. I would. I would have like a Corona or something, but I would definitely have a great time chilling on the beach by myself. Very chill experience. Titanic gamer dude with the $20 donation. Thank you very much, man, for your donation. He says, "For the price of being 6 feet tall, having a six pack, having a 6-inch tool, and making 6 figures, you can get eggs that have age or a damaged product. Hoflation is real. Plant your seed carefully, gentlemen." Yes, I definitely agree. Men have to work 20 times as harder as their predecessors or their grandfather to get 1/16th of a woman of what their grandmother was. So I'm pretty sure I don't know how to explain it properly. Pretty much, men had to work 20 times hard in order to get 1/16th of a traditional woman. Men have to break their backs to the extreme in order to have that little tiny glimmer of hope of a traditional woman to look away. What I mean by traditional woman, I mean by the chameleon. Because you already know this space of our content, it used to be majority of men, 1 or 2 women, but we ignore them. It's like, whatever. Okay, whatever. Now this space has been overran by women, simps, and for some reason the LGBT community. Men are unable to speak about their issues anymore without trying to be silenced, or somebody try to speak on men's behalf and they're not men themselves. A great example is Just Pearly Things. Just Pearly Things is single, never been engaged, never been married, She's 25, 26 years old, and she's out here giving wifey classes or calling out other women for being single, but she's single herself? What's going on with that? Sounds like a bunch of hypocrisy to me, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, hold up. I got another generous donation from Dead Coyote. He says, keep up the good work, Yeet. Oh, I definitely will, man. This is definitely an important mission of mine to speak on various things that are important. The apex fallacy, I haven't heard about that shit till today. But I truly believe that this is something very important to talk about. Because we've been talking about this for years, but now it has a term, apex fallacy, where women they base their experience on the top tier men, and when the top tier men clap their cheeks and throw them back into the streets, now women have this negative concept that all men are just like Chad and Tyrone, which is fucking asinine. But once again, women, they primarily base their decisions on emotions. We already know this. But Titanic, Gamer Dude, and Dead Coyote, thank you very much for your generous donations. Thank you very much. All right. Give me 1 minute, chat. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this stream. Let me know. Put it in the chat. Let me know if you guys, learned something new or something that you guys wanted me to talk about. Just give me some feedback. I think feedback is very important. And once again, I would have loved to have Gray with me. But once again, we all got lives to attend to. We all got to touch grass to get shit done. Gray will be streaming this week on his own channel. But regardless, I think that I got my point across, pretty decent, not that bad with you guys. You guys understood what I was talking about. And I brought out some good examples to back up my claims. I'm seeing a bunch of W's. Thank you very much. See Primal Studies, Frost. Tell Neil to notify me next time. Yeah. Don't threaten him with a good time because he definitely won't notice you this time. Steve Sanchez, W, all these W's, yes. So I believe I'm doing something good. I'm doing something good today. Okay. Titanic Gamer Dude with another donation, $50 donation. He says, men check hypergamy naturally by gatekeeping and leading females. We set up structures to force females to marry for provision and safety. But making marriage lopsided, it broke the balance for money. So what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to marriage, chat, I'm a big advocate of separating the church and state in the United States. I'm a big advocate of separating the church and state because I truly believe that the government has way too much overreach when it comes to various things that involves religion, but especially marriage. Because it's like, come on, guys, let's keep it real. It's not even about making a covenant in front of God anymore. It's not. in 2023, God isn't even part of the picture at this point. It's literally a business deal. And this is why I say traditional marriage is dead in the West. It is dead. There's over 50% of women. Oh no, fuck that. Out of the 50%, over 50% of divorces in the United States, 80% of these divorces are initiated by women. So when they make that covenant with God saying, till death do us part, how am I supposed to take that seriously when 80% of all divorces in the United States are initiated by women? Because once again, because of the overreach of the government, women are incentivized to divorce in order to get an extra payout and then monkey branch to another man that she deems as better than you. So best believe I ain't signing no contract whatsoever. But thank you very much, Titanic, for your generous donation. See if I have anything else. Okay, no, let me check over here. Thank you, Cesspool, for your shilling on the Cash App. Thank you very much. Super Turbo Jack Shark says it's a business deal. Too bad most modern women don't understand the concept of depreciating assets and how it applies to them. No, because first off, they think they can live forever, right? Like a Disney movie. Second, they think that they can just erase their past like nothing happened and then they're just a born again virgin. That's not how it works. That's not how it works, because no matter how much you're trying to make yourself a virgin, quote unquote, your habits, your demeanor, your behavior as a woman is a big indication on you having a 3 or 4 lifestyle before you met me. You can't hide that. Habits die hard. And even if you're able to hide it pretty well, it's only a matter of time before you do a baiting switch. Or you can't put up the mask anymore and you reveal your true colors. Cesspool says, just happy they remonetize you. Yeah, same here. Same here. I thought I'd be fighting them forever, Cesspool. And it was good until I noticed, like, yeah, okay, I know it's YouTube and all, but we're going to be taking more of your money. I'm like, what the fuck? So, yeah, it's crazy, bro. Just some random guy says, a guy at work told me he was thinking about marrying his girlfriend. I asked how long they were together, and he said 3 months. I just laughed. You really gonna marry a chick after 3 months? Bro, come on. What are you doing? In my opinion, if you contemplate on marrying a woman, and I can't stop a man from marrying, okay? Whether I tell him to don't marry or not. If he's going to do it, he's going to do it. Then my best bet is it's going to have to be a few years before you even consider putting any type of ring on her finger. Because I can tell you not to marry, but I can't control what you do as a man. So if you do it anyway, that's my best advice. Not wait 3 months. Are you out of your mind? No. It would have to be years. Years. Okay. Okay, I think everything is good. All right, chat. We're closing in on 2 hours. I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I had a lot of fun. And on top of that, I appreciate you guys' engagement in the chat as well. I should have been more attentive to the chat, but once again, it's just me. If I had gray hair, then it would be more, I'd be able to read more of your comments. But at the end of the day, you guys were definitely talking amongst each other. But on top of that, you guys stayed on topic, and I am very appreciative of that. Also, anybody that donated today, believe me, I've been saying it for the last few streams. I got plans. I got plans for this channel, and your donations definitely help with the future of this channel. So thank you for investing in me. And lastly, hopefully you enjoyed the gems that I dropped on you tonight. This is going to be the end of the stream. I am going to try to do 200 push-ups after this. It's going to hurt because I'm still sore, but I'm going to do it anyway. But I am out. I will post a couple of short videos tomorrow. I'll post more videos tomorrow. Peace.